Let's just get started real quick by some fundamentals. I'm sure you guys have kind of played some golf and know what you're doing on the putting green to some extent. But so some basics for putting. It doesn't really matter what grip you have as long as your hands are together. We don't want to hockey stick it, and we don't want to have one hand off the club, obviously. The less moving parts in putting we have, the better. And then from then, we just want to keep the pendulum motion. We want to rock our shoulders, not our arms. And we want to keep the club face perpendicular to our target line. So if we're going to this flag, we want our club face to be pointing perpendicular in a line to that flag. We don't want to be open or closed, obviously, because that'll get the ball started on a bad line. So the two things we talked about today, specifically in regards to putting, were the speed and the alignment or direction we were going to hit. As far as direction, we wanted our club face to be perpendicular to the line in which we were hitting. So we talked about club face a lot, but we didn't talk about the path. So one drill that we can work on at home to focus on the path is called the gate drill. So we set up two tees that are about just a little bit longer than the width of the putter head. And we're just going to take some practice swings, trying to make it through without hitting them. And so if we're coming too far in to out, we're gonna hit the tee. If we're coming too far out to in, we're gonna hit the tee. And then so once we kind of get a good pattern and rhythm of getting through there without hitting the tees, we're gonna put a ball in there. We're gonna line it up just with the hole we're gonna be heading towards. We're gonna get a ball lined up, and then no matter what kind of stroke we have, we'll be able to see what our path is in regards to where the hole is. Alright, so one main point that I'm seeing, and really kind of goes back to the laws and principles of golf, is that we want to make a descending blow. Our angle of attack, I guess is how they officially call it, needs to be downwards. Like I said with our driver, it needs to kind of up on the upswing, but pitching, you need to make contact with the ball first. And so it's very, very important that anything around the green, or even when you're swinging an iron for that matter, you need to be making a descending angle of attack into the ball. That's why we have our weight forward and our shaft leaning forward as well, because we're not going to hit behind the ball unless we decide to do so on purpose. So angle of attack is really important. We want to make sure we hit the ball first, and that'll make sure the ball squirts out and does exactly what we want it to.